Our Father in heaven, hallowed be your name. Your kingdom come, your will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us today our daily bread, and forgive us our debts, as we also have forgiven our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from the evil one.
Welcome to day 2 of our study into the Lord's Prayer, found in Matthew 6, 9 to 13. So today I'm going to be looking at the line in the first petition, hallowed be your name. Or as the CSB translation says, your name be honored as holy. That word hallowed, we're always like, we pray it and we don't know what it means, but it's that being honored. May God's name be honored. So let's look at this. We're going to look at 2 parts. The first part is the your name, and the second part is honored as holy. So that first part, your name. What's really cool about this passage is that Jesus is bringing us back to the name of God, which God gave his name to Moses in Exodus. See, in the world of the Hebrew scriptures, a personal name was often thought to indicate something essential about the bearer's identity, their origin, their birth circumstances, or the divine purpose that the bearer was intended to fulfill. This was said by Michael Knowles in his book, Unfolding Ministry of the Divine Name. So let's look at the passage where God gives Moses his name. It's found in Exodus 3, 13 to 14. Probably a story that a lot of us know and we've known since we were kids. It's Moses with God at the burning bush. And what happens here is God then says in verse 14, he says, well, actually, let's back up a little. Moses asks God a question about who am I to do this? And then Moses asks, hey, God, who or what name shall I tell the Israelites? What should I say to them? Who are you? And here then God replies in verse 14. He says, God replied to Moses and said, I am who I am. And this is what you are to say to the Israelites. I am has sent me to you. See, for us, the English readers, we read this and we don't fully understand what that means. I am who I am. But what that was these words, Ehe Yaheh, Asher, Ehe Yaheh. Those words, that Ehe is actually the first person for to be. And the name Yahweh is the third person. When we refer to him, we refer to him as Yahweh. So here, God is giving Moses his name Yahweh. He's saying, this is my name. I am Yahweh. I am the person to be who is with you through it all. And then what's really cool is God continues on into this, telling Moses, say that to the Israelites, the Lord, the God, Yahweh, the God of your ancestors, the God of Abraham, the God of Isaac, and the God of Jacob has sent me to you. And this part is so important. This name, the name Yahweh, is forever. And this is how I am to be remembered for every generation. I like how the NASB translation puts it. This is my name forever, and this is the name for all generations to use to call upon me. So here Jesus is saying, your name. The audience here, when they hear that, they knew what name Jesus was talking about. They knew the name was Yahweh. See, in fear of using the name, the Hebrews, the original authors, started to replace the name Yahweh and write in Lord, in fear of how holy it was. But this is what Jesus is calling the audience here back to. Your name, the name Yahweh. See, by God revealing his name to Moses, he was revealing this desire of relationship relationship with the one who created all. And here at this petition, we are being brought back to, what is your name? Yahweh. May the name Yahweh. And then moving on to the next, may the name Yahweh be honored as holy. Hallowed be your name. So, honored as holy. What does that mean? The word holy is commanding respect, that awe, and it's consecrated to. It's that dedication to. So when God tells the Israelites, be holy as I am holy, he's saying, dedicate yourself, consecrate yourself to me as I consecrate myself to you. As I, the holy God, commit myself to you, commit yourself to me. And as a result, you will live in that purity. You will be set apart. The name holy we see in Exodus 20 verse 7, when God gives the 10 commandments. He gives these 10 commandments to the Israelites, and the one verse 7 says, do not misuse the name of the Lord. Do not misuse the name Yahweh, your God, because the Lord, Yahweh, will not leave anyone unpunished who misuses his name. See, this is where the Israelites became afraid of using the name Yahweh, afraid that something would happen. But what he is saying here, do not misuse the name of Yahweh, your God. I remember as a kid, I would often think that was like, do not curse, do not use the Lord's name in vain, right? But it isn't about cursing. It's about remembering that God is holy, that he is the one who is set apart, that where he exists, sin cannot exist. And that we are the image bearers. We were made in the image of God. And when we believe that, when we ask Christ to indwell within our hearts, we are now stepping into the vocation of bearing his name. And what name is that? That's the name Yahweh. So here this commandment is speaking to the Israelites. Hey, I gave you this vocation to bear my name. The priests would wear a band on their head that would say Yahweh is holy. And here he's like, do not stain my name. There's integrity held to that. When people look at you as my image bearers, it's my name that is going to be glorified. So here in this passage, in this prayer, Jesus is calling us. He's telling us that we need to remember. We need to remember to honor God's name as holy. It's bringing us back to this place of Yahweh, you are holy, and may your name be kept holy. May we, as your people, the ones who are dedicated to you, make your name be known, so that when people look at us, they will see you and you will be glorified. Your name, Yahweh, be honored as holy. We commit ourselves to you. We are consecrated to you. This is what that line is talking about. May Yahweh's name be kept as holy. May we not use his name in vain, but declare his name as we walk in intimate relationship with him.